largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys are in the midst of a great run, only one loss in their last 10 games. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys ready to see how they stack up against a fellow Super Bowl contender. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pass complete there to McCoy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Let's go. COVID-19.
Now Williams running left. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Jordan Whittington. And he'll be out right at the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 16 carries, 82 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on third down, Leach. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 21, here's second and 3. Again, it's Henry. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You talk about this Rams defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Rams offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Leach. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Odafe Oweh. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw. Leach throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Jordan Whittington, incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Leach. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Takes it to about the 37. The Ravens at 12-3 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Jackson. A little short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Jackson. Well, this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Henry running right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they got that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Leach. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Operating for the gun. Leach. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They try the left side here with Williams. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Second down and 6 now.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show it. This is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Real quick, ready?
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of a yard.
So halftime here. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. And one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Running left, here's Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
They need to stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Jackson now off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down, Baltimore.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense. Ravens as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 22.
Operating from the gun, Leach. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. And shedding through the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Hey, middle. He's moving. He's moving, boy. He's moving. Shut up.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Looking to put a drive together. They'll look to Williams to begin things. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3rd down and 10.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Leach. He's got his target. That's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Another run with Mitchell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 4 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. On his loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. One final shot. They'll look to throw. To the right side, that's Whittington. He's still on his feet. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And that touchdown grab has officially solidified his historic season as record-breaking. He now has the new NFL standard